Hi everyone, Nico here with another recap. Today's anime is called More Than a Married Couple, but Not Lovers. In this world, students are paired with each other for mandatory couples training to help prepare them for marriage. But our protagonists Akari and Jiro don't want to be paired with each other and want to be paired with their love interests instead. Can they get along if they are forced to live together? Watch to find out. It is soon time for the school to pick pairs for the mandatory couples training. Akari and Shiori accidentally run into each other at the shrine, both hoping for good luck in their future partners. Meanwhile, Jiro and Sadaharu discuss the practical marriage, and although Jiro is an unrepentant gamer, he secretly hopes to be paired with his crush Shiori. Akari and her crew arrive and demand they get out of her way, and they watch as her group fawn over Minami, a popular idol at their school. Jiro remarks that when Minami arrives, Akari changes her demeanor from mean to kind. In class, Jiro speaks with Shiori, and they each express their worry about the practical marriage, and Jiro doesn't have the heart to tell Shiori his feelings for her. Their teacher describes the rather intrusive practical where the school provides housing and monitors their every move as well as monitoring their heart rate and other vitals. The school also has a ranking system in place and rewards the couples that do well. Unfortunately, Jiro gets paired with Akari, who is angry to be paired with a loser like him. She knows that he is disappointed not to be paired with Shiori, and they argue, but quickly realize that since they don't get along, they are going to be losing points. Akari suggests a plan that they get along so they can quickly score points. And if they score in a rank, or in the top 10 of couples, they can switch to their actually desired partners. Jiro gets embarrassed about what it means to be in a ranked couple, and Akari teases him for points. He retreats to get a drink to calm down, and she cries because she really wanted to be paired with Minami. Jiro also discovers that Minami has been paired up with his crush Shiori, and he quickly becomes depressed. Akari tries to comfort him and suggests they do their best to try to become in a ranked couple so they can achieve their dreams. He is uncertain because he doesn't have as much experience as her, but she asks him to try his best. Sadaharu arrives to hang out, and Jiro prepares to leave, and Akari demands he give her a goodbye kiss. She teases him because she thinks he won't do it, but he suddenly goes for his first kiss. When he leaves, Akari is embarrassed because she meant a goodbye kiss on her cheek. The next day, Akari wakes Jiro by hitting him, interrupting his pleasant dream. At school, he sees Minami and Shiori, and he can't help but feel sad, as they seem to get along well. Jiro's teacher tells him the marriage practical is important for his grades, and if he doesn't do well, he can't graduate. It starts to rain, and Jiro is stuck at school with Sadaharu. Akari arrives but ditches them for karaoke with Minami. Later, while he is waiting for the rain to end, Shiori also arrives because she was staying late at school, and she hugs him. They have a moment but are interrupted by Minami, who has come for her because she forgot her umbrella. The both of them leave while Akari eavesdrops. Feeling sorry for Jiro, Akari comes back to share her umbrella with Jiro, and they head home. She comforts him and tells him not to give up on Shiori and that he needs to focus and try his best. At home, Akari makes delicious omelet rice for them, and he is amazed at her cooking. He feeds her and they almost kiss, but are interrupted when his phone rings. They each can't help but think about the kiss. And that night, Jiro has another pleasant dream about Shiori until he is awoken by Akari. She asks him to stay with her, and they watch horror movies together because she heard that if the couples watch horror movies together, they can get a lot of points. She also gives him some pajamas to wear because it will get them more points, and they change into them. Suddenly, lightning strikes and the power goes out, and Jiro is shocked when Akari grabs onto him because she is scared of lightning. They can't get into their bedrooms because the power is out, and they have fingerprint security, so they have to share the couch together. To pass the time, he starts to tell her a ghost story, but she is way too scared. They use scented candles since the power is still out, and they start to fall asleep next to each other. Though embarrassed, he can't help but think about how cute she is when she is asleep. The next morning, Jiro and Sadaharu are shocked to find out that Jiro and Akari have ranked up to a B-rank couple. But they are all even more shocked when they find that Minami and Shiori are an E-ranked couple with barely any points. With this revelation, Jiro feels worried for Shiori, even if he is happy that she and Minami don't seem to be getting along. Meanwhile, at the music club, Shiori is listening to Mei play the piano. The two are best friends, and Mei asks Shiori about her marriage practical score, and Shiori replies she already has her love interest. Later, Jiro is sick and feeling a bit lonely since Akari went out with her friends, when suddenly Shiori arrives for a visit. Akari is at a dessert shop with her best friends Sachai and Natsumi, where they tease her about her crush on Minami. They discuss the desserts that are named after kisses, and she can't help but think about her kiss with Jiro. Jiro and Shiori hang out, and Shiori reveals that Akari asked her to visit him since she will be out with her friends. They remember their childhood past together, where Jiro often took care of Shiori when she was sick. One day, Shiori had to transfer to another school, and Jiro tried to confess to her but stopped when she expressed worry about their long-distance friendship. so to this day he never told her how he feels. She brings him delicious food and they talk about their practical marriage. A little guilty, he expresses worry about the marriage practical score and if she is doing alright. Shiori reveals that she is a bit anxious around guys she doesn't know and that is affecting her score. She also expresses that she had hoped that they would have been paired together. He tries to cheer her on and gives her confidence, even if it means Minami and Shiori could become closer as a result. Akari and her friends discuss a rumor that Shiori and Minami are actually annoying each other. But when they start to talk badly about Jiro, Akari feels conflicted and stays quiet. While Jiro is sleeping, Shiori leans over him as if to kiss him but stops. She has a crush on him and in the same childhood memory where Jiro almost confessed to her, she almost confessed to him as well. She feels sad that she still doesn't have the confidence to confess to him. When Akari returns, Jiro thanks her for sending Shiori to take care of him, and that he will do his best to score points for them as a couple so that she can fulfill her dream of being with Minami. He heads to sleep, and Akari feels conflicted about the situation. And this is all for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it and I will see you in the next one.